that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. So we'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
All right, the whole point of this flight right now is last night, I don't know, 12:45, 1 o'clock. We've had all kinds of issues on our Embraer E175. I had lost auto throttle, never figured out what exactly went wrong with auto throttle. I had lost, I basically I was totally overwhelmed in the cockpit, with everything going on. I'm having to literally manual control the throttle. And so we're only 17 miles outside of Kansas City. We think we have made it, or so it seems. So my cat thought it would be a great idea to jump on the keyboard about that time. Now, I don't know exactly what he did or what button he hit to make this feature happen, but the inside of the cockpit view begins to spin, and I can't figure out how to get it to stop. I've lose spatial awareness. I am losing altitude. It was chaos, and I realized it was irrecoverable. Just no recovering from it. At which time that flight ended, and I decided we'd pick this back up, and I'm getting a redo right now. So that's where we are. We're in the Embraer X-Crafts version, X-Crafts E175 payware. This aircraft is fascinating, to say the least. It's a testimony to, like, automated, or like, yeah, basically a lot of, I don't know, takes away the manual on a lot. Everything, a lot of stuff is all automated on this flight, but not without being monitored very closely. So it's kind of where we are right now. I'm going to go ahead and take the engine covers off, which, by the way, I haven't figured out how to make them stay off. Cargo is open for our peeps. I'm going to go ahead and turn the GPU on, and under weight and balance, I can pull my load sheet, my information sheet, and plane. It's very much a shortcut, but when I hit load plane, it does actually populate everything as I need it to be, including the cargo, everything. We're going to go ahead also hit the GPU, both batteries. I'm going under sterile cockpit. Inspection lights are on. Emergency light is on. That's my little cue to the crew that, hey, we're getting started. We're going to test our cargo and smoke. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the APU on. We're flying out of Chicago O'Hare, and this airport is a custom scenery airport, very well done. In fact, so much so, if I go inside of the building, you see what I'm talking about. Very well done. Lots of detail, attention to detail. Nice little shot of Chicago O'Hare there at the runways. Okay, and you can get sidetracked by the time you realize what's going on. On the Embraer, if you look at this here, I can actually click on this panel, and you see how it pops out here. Okay. Nice little feature. Great. I need my QNH. I'm going to go ahead and put QNH here in panel since I've got it. And QNH is 3009. 3009. Okay. And I'm going to say, I think our climb and maintain starts out with 3,000, but we'll get our numbers here. Ron, good afternoon. Could you go ahead and get our IFR clearance to Kansas City?
I'll get our IFR clearance to Kansas City.
Indianapolis Center, SkyWest 5749. We'd like to request our IFR clearance. Stand by, yield number 1.
Well, thank you. Right now it looks like it's 10 left is the runway, but it says not used. Meaning
SkyWest 5749 cleared to Kansas City. Radar vectors Pecky, then is filed. Climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 26010 minutes after departure. Departure on 133.625, squawk 4711.
SkyWest 5749, you did not say runway. What runway are we expecting for our departure?
SkyWest 5749, expect runway 22 left for departure.
22 left, SkyWest 5749. Makes so much more sense. Okay, so for me personally, I think that's and I like the positioning of 22 left to get to it. Doesn't take as much, so we're good there. All right, so next thing here, I'm going to put this here. Under the routing for this flight, I have already downloaded my flight plan. It's already through SimBrief. I was able to load the flight plan. That's what I was doing earlier. So all of that's already loaded. So I'm going to go ahead and put KMCI here. This is SkyWest 5749. SKW574. Okay, right here where this route ID is, here's what I'm going to put in here to have my flight come up. KORD. Our destination is KMCI, and I'm going to put 01 there. Okay. We're going to activate that. Now we're going to go to departure and runway 22 left. I don't have a SID on this. This is a straight out. And I'm going to activate that. Our arrival should be, and things are always subject to change, 01 right. We're coming in on ILS. Bullet or RUD, neither. Our approach transition, so hold on, I'll get it, it's WSB, okay. Our star is going to be RUD, and transition is bullet. Okay, activate that. Performance. Cruise altitude is 320, and let me double check that. No, I'm sorry, I was so off. 260. Cruise winds are 251 at 12. Our our takeoff center of gravity is 17.2. And our zero fuel weight is 66822. Okay. Everything that we need filled out there. Looks like it's filled out. I'm gonna hit next. Our climb speed is 270. Cruise speed is 290. And our descent speed is 280. All those are acceptable. And now to go to data set. Okay. So now we're to the point where we're picking our takeoff settings, and I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take off one. You really could do a flex takeoff, I believe, but we still need our numbers. Let's get those. Alright, so here we're going to go to takeoff performance. Runway is 22 left. Our winds. And what I'm having to pull up now is my takeoff info. Give me a second, I'll have it. I've got it on my iPad for SimBrief navgraph. There we go. Alright, here we go. So winds are 313 at 09. Temp is that right? And QNH is 29er. That's not right. 29er. It's not 29er.39. It's 3030.09. Okay. A couple things have changed. That's all right. Okay. Compute that. Alright, something I want to go back and check on our information here just to be sure our performance numbers are correct. So next, let's see, take cruise winds R251 at 12. Yes, that's okay. Right, takeoff one's okay. Alright, this, okay, I just want to make sure that's correct. Our cruise winds have changed from the flight plan I have here, and it's, I'm off, and we want to be accurate here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back to my flight plan, or SimBrief. I'm going back to SimBrief, and I'm telling SimBrief, "Guy, we got to fix something. We've got to make sure we're updated on our information." So SkyWest 5749 is correct. All that's correct, but our weather information is off. So I'm going to hit generate. And I'm going to download that information. Replace that. Now some of this information is okay. It's fine. It won't. This hasn't changed. But when it comes to the weather, our weather is way off. So 3009 is correct. I think the correct weather. But we're going to double check that. I'm not comfortable until I know we got the correct info. So wait, ground service, weight balance. Okay, that's. Now I'm going to go back now and reload my flight plan. Okay. So winds 313 at 09 are okay. We have a dry surface. Runway's not wet. It thinks it's wet. It's not. It's a dry surface, not contaminated. So dry. Okay, good. And flaps are 1. And now I can look over these numbers and I'm feeling comfortable with these numbers. Let me check that. Oh, even, yeah, everything's good. Okay, so I'm going to downloaded those numbers. Back to takeoff and now if we look, okay, V1 is 143, V rotates 50, V2 is 151, and VFS is 197, and we're going to put 197 here. Okay. Everybody's happy, I think. I like those numbers. Now, we're going to go to the flight plan, and we're going to do a review on the flight plan. Let's get a different view. Plan. Okay, there we are at KORD. PQ, Pig, Quain, Corette, Bullet, Font, Bud, Paho, Fakar. Alright, there's some things here I don't need, where I see Fakar, Hall. I got Brisket, but after Brisket I've got a vector and an as assigned. So I'm going to take Wasby here, and I'm going to put Wasby where the vector is, and I'm going to activate that. Let's go back now. If we look, Wasby. Okay, we should go from Wasby to JC. It looks like that takes us all the way to the runway. Okay, that looks good. Good job. Okay. Activate weather here. don't need you right now, and I don't need flight plan just for the moment. We want to put the flight director on. Okay, there we go. So that looks good. That includes our squawker squawking correct. Alright.
Arrow. Sky conditions, scattered at 1800 feet. Broken at 3700 feet. Temperature 6. Dew point 2. Altimeter 29905. Density altitude -200 feet. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Expect arrival delays due to increased traffic volume this afternoon. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike.
Okay. O'Hare ground, Skywest 5749 is ready for push and start, and we have Mike.
Skywest 5749, O'Hare ground, push and start approved, tail south.
Push and start approved, tail south, Skywest 5749.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
GPU is disconnecting. Cargo doors are being closed, aft service, and ground objects are all off. Okay.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Tight fit here.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta.
Delta. Delta.
Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear.
If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smoker's product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exit, and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
Always disconnected.
A water
Standby test has
evacuation
been
is
removed.
also
Hand
unlikely,
signal on the left.
suggesting
We'll see you next
like
time
vests are in
and
a
have a good
compartment
flight.
beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
Run. You're in charge of all comms.
I am now in charge of all comms.
Please get our taxi clearance to 22 left.
I'll request taxi clearance to runway 22 left.
SkyWest 5749er, we're ready to taxi to runway 22 left, and we have information, Mike.
SkyWest 5749, O'Hare ground, taxi to runway 22 left via Alpha 20, Victor 2, Victor, Yankee, November, Victor.
Got it.
Runway 22 left. Alpha 20, Victor 2, Victor Yankee, November Victor, SkyWest 5749.
Left turn here. We are running traffic global, and it should be okay. It's shorter flights. I think it does okay. It's the longer flights that really where frame rate comes into play, and FPS and all that, and memory leaks. So when I usually have issues with it, it's on longer flights.
SkyWest 5749, contact tower on 128.15, safe flight.
Switching to tower on 128.15, SkyWest 5749.
Landing lights are on. I want to look from outside.
O'Hare Tower, SkyWest 5749. Good afternoon. Holding short 22 left, ready for departure.
SkyWest 5749, O'Hare Tower, runway 22 left, winds 320 at 10, gusting 16. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22 left, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 5749.
We're lined up in the wrong runway. That's why you always double check. Okay, here we go.
Takeoff okay.
overhead, by the way, right there. It's kind of cool. Okay. Auto throttle is on, so that brings up takeoff there. Okay. Brian, brief our takeoff.
We'll be departing from runway 22 left. We'll follow the departure procedure with an initial climb clearance to 5,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll fly runway heading and expect radar vectors to Pecky. Weather at departure shows winds at 320 at 10 gusting 16. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out procedure, climbing to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We've been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4711, and departure frequency will be 133.625. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
SkyWest 5749, contact departure on 133.625.
Switching to departure on 133.625, SkyWest 5749. Chicago departure, SkyWest 5749. Good afternoon, climbing through 1500.
SkyWest 5749, Chicago departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 260, turn right, heading 265, vectors to Pecky, then on course.
Climb and maintain flight level 260, right heading 265, vectors to Pecky, then on course. SkyWest 5749.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. Now reach an altitude where it's safe to approve electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you.
SkyWest 5749, direct Pecky, then is filed, please.
Cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card, 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Alright, landing lights off at 10,000. And all other external lights there. Inspection light off too. Okay. Fasten seatbelt lights is off and stereo cockpit is off.
Dear guests, the lavatories are now available. You may use approved electronic devices in flight mode. Cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention.
Minutes to apply. In a few minutes, I will be serving a variety of complimentary drinks. Wine, craft beer, alcoholic beverages, as well as snack boxes are available for purchase. The menu, which lists all details, is in the back of the Sky magazine located in your seat pocket. You may now use your portable electronic devices, so sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight.
Ceiling or the sidewalls. Lighting's too good. We're at 14,000, 5,000. We're going to be climbing at 260. We're on LNAV and flight level. Or at the LNAV and BNAV. Everything's working. Clockwork right now is good. And we're currently direct PQ at 17 miles away.
SkyWest 5749, contact Chicago Center on 134.825.
Switching to Chicago Center on 134.825. SkyWest 5749.
Altimeter to standard.
Chicago Center, SkyWest 5749. Good afternoon, 16,000 for flight level 260.
SkyWest 5749, Chicago Center, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Got it. 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260, SkyWest 5749.
Millie, tell me some good historical and factual information about the Embraer 175 E-Jet. Billy, you there?
Yes, I'm here. As we continue our climb, remember to monitor your vertical speed and maintain a steady climb rate. You're doing great.
Billy, I would like for you to give me some information about the E175 Embraer E-Jet. Give me some information about the aircraft.
The Embraer E175 is a regional jet known for its efficiency and comfort. It typically seats around 76 passengers and has a range of about 2,000 nautical miles. One of its standout features is the fly-by-wire system, which enhances handling and safety. Additionally, it offers excellent fuel efficiency, making it a popular choice among airlines. It's a great aircraft for regional operations.
Progress. 307 miles away from Kansas City. We're currently climbing to 260. Actually, we're just about there. Okay. Very, very good climb. That was a really, good climb. We're now leveling out at 260, and we will be climbing to our, speeding up to our cruise out speed of 290, and stay here for a bit. Where transponder squawking 4711, and its TCAS is active. Been a good ride. We had, like I said, the E-Jet, when I had some issues in the earlier flight, it was ugly, and it looks like looking at those issues. I had an auto throttle issue, and then just kind of snowball from there. We're good now.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We have some delicious options available, including our popular snack mix and refreshing soft drinks. After the service, selected items from the SkyWest shop will be available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention.
Looking good. So auto throttle is fine, autopilot is fine. Don't have it. DNAV on, everything's functioning like it should. Okay. Someone was asking about the engine spooling sounds. Is that normal? And my answer is yes. Yeah, according to this, so we've got 29 miles to Canyon, 93 miles to Correct, 62 Bullet, and that would be the commencement of our descent to 4,000. Down for right now, right where we need to go.
SkyWest 5749, expect the RUD 3 arrival. Bullet transition, descent in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
Expecting the RUD 3 arrival, bullet transition, descent in about 20 minutes. SkyWest 5749.
Southwest 5749, what runway are we arriving on?
SkyWest 5749, expect the ILS runway 1 right approach at Kansas City.
Expecting the ILS runway 1 right approach at Kansas City, SkyWest 5749.
Alright, let's walk through this. The winds are from 20 at 6 knots. Arrival temp is 9 Celsius, 48 degrees. That's nice. And QNH is 3008. Our landing weight, estimated landing weight as it stands now is 70, well, it's going to be 73,500. Look good. We're coming in on dry runway, 4,682 foot, and our VREF is 133. That's going to be a +5, so about 138. And send that to the FMS, and then I'll come over here to DOK, download, and they're waiting for me. I'll load those, and if I look under landing, there is all my arrival landing information. VREF of 133. Okay. On arrival, let's look at our descent. So it's set check, and that says 3300, and that's what I'm going to set this to. Okay. That was a pain in the tail to try to figure out how to navigate when auto throttle wasn't working. I would like to say it was comical, but it was work overload. Just say work overload. That's probably a better way to describe it. Okay. Looking good. Okay. Great attention to detail on even the rivets, the bolts, everything. Just very well done. Nice there. I wonder if that actually works. Where's my phone? What happens if I go to this QR code? Well, look at that. I think that's awesome. I will say this: I've become a big fan of Xcraft with what they've done with the E-Jets, and the level of detail, the functionality, the pop-outs, the way they work. They've done such a good job on it. So it's made it a real joy to fly. It feels good. Right. Weather on arrival is a few clouds at 4,000, broken clouds at 1,4,000, and broken clouds at 2,500. Ceiling is 1,4,000. Humidity is 62%. We're in great shape. Temperature is currently 8.9 Celsius. Newport's 1.7. Winds are 200. It's from 200 heading at 6 knots. Like I said, the broken clouds. QNH is 3008. Yeah, it's just a really nice. Should be a nice day for a landing. Brian, please do an approach brief.
We'll be arriving in Kansas City on runway 1 right, using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the RUD 3 arrival. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 1 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 010 at 6 knots, few clouds at 4,000 feet, broken clouds at 14,000 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 4711, and approach frequency will be 133.625. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
I would agree. Okay. So my, my recommendation for anyone who's thinking about purchasing the E175, or for that matter, an E-Jet, X-Craft's E-Jet series, first of all, don't buy them all. Do not buy them all. You just need one. Start out with, if you're getting payware, if you're doing payware, do like the E1. Pick one. Pick the E1. E175 is kind of the best starter. And if you just pick the one, you can work your way from there. But don't go out and buy the E175, the E195, because they all are going to look exactly like what I'm looking at right now. The dash, everything's the same. So if you're just getting started, just get one and decide what you want to do. It's all you're talking about is a difference in the number of people that will ride your plane. So don't waste your money. Save your money. You may be able to get something else, but start out with just one. Just start out with one, and after you get really proficient, then decide what you want to do. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. We are set right now for, in other words, I've got my altitude set to where it will automatic, on an automated fashion, start the set. We're currently at 260. Right here you have bullet where it says 240. We got 55 miles left on this waiting wing, so we could begin that descent anytime.
SkyWest 5749, contact Kansas City Center on 126.225.
Contacting Kansas City Center on Kansas City Center, SkyWest 5749. Good afternoon, level flight level 260. SkyWest 5749, Kansas City Center, good afternoon.
So here you have the FMS, or the FMS right now, the active flight plan currently 290. It will, when it begins to descend, it will, I think our speed will adjust to 280, several cents. Over here, if you notice, it shows you the top of the descent on your map. So it says here, as we'll pass bullet, and then we'll reach top of descent, and it will start to descend. And it has already calculated based on all the information, the rate of descent, everything it needs, and so everything's kind of set. I think it's interesting. I think just the way that this operates is really interesting. And it's my understanding that a lot of the automation now, what you see here actually in the E-Jet, this E-Jet in particular, it's actually how it is on the Embraer. And I will say it's fun to land. It's actually very responsive in the way it lands also. So I do like that part. Right, 44 miles from the end of Bullet, and then I think top of the sun comes 4 miles after Bullet. Next flight level. I have set my altitude setting down to 3,300, but the aircraft will manage the VNAV descent, so it will actually manage and follow. I have confidence in it that it's going to follow the FMS, but then again, it's my job to monitor that. right. We're at 260. We just made it to the waypoint where we're going to start top of descent here in a moment, and we are 97 miles from our destination. VNAV and LNAV are active and I'm just letting it follow the flight plan. You notice there the minute we get to top of descent, here it comes. It's coming down, and so I'm starting to get a little more confident about this E-Jet and knowing that it's going to hit the marks, I don't have to like preemptively like cause the start descent. It seems to be doing a good job.
Lieutenant, please prepare the cab for arrival.
280.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Alright, so currently 19 miles from Phoenix on descent, and it should follow all of the required marks, including the prohibitions, like if we get down to 7,000, it's at or above, so it should hit all the marks. It's done its estimating here to make sure that we're descending on the right glide path, on the right path. So I really, you can really get used to this. So this is a really good E-Jet, like this E175. This is the X-Craft's Embraer E175. If you like the E175 or E195, it's potato. They're the same thing. The controls are identical. It's just the number of people that are in the plane. So find one, stick to it. Don't waste your money and get all of them. Unless, I don't know, maybe it's just what you do. And I'm a hypocrite because I have the E195 and E175, but if I had to do it again, I would stick to just the E175. Or if I had the E195, I would stop at that. I wouldn't get both. Alright, hopefully that put some tools in your toolbox, and I'm going to start knocking these off, getting out of the site. Follow this VNAV path. I know I'm early. Normally you don't go until total 18,000, but I went ahead and our QNH is 3008. Nice steady descent. I'm just monitoring. I'm here just monitoring my VNAV. 18,000. QNH 3008. My hope is that it'll just send us to Wasby and let us follow the base, like the downwind and then base and then the final. Just hope it does that. We're squawking 4711. TCAS is active, 62 miles from the airport, and Wasby is our transition onto approach. Wasby to Wasby. So the E175, Embraer E175 is a fly-by-wire aircraft. I think it can safely...
SkyWest 5749, Kansas City Center, contact Kansas City approach on 120.905.
So about 72.
Contact Kansas City approach on 120.905. SkyWest 57.
The E195 will hold.
Kansas City approach, SkyWest 5749. Good afternoon, descending 15,000.
SkyWest 5749, Kansas City approach. Good afternoon, Chillicothe altimeter 3008. Cleared Saucy transition. Expect the ILS runway 1 right approach into Kansas City.
Altimeter 3008, cleared Saucy transition. Expect ILS runway 1 right approach into Kansas City. SkyWest 5749.
Check our transition. I think that's what he said, Fakir, F-A-K-I-R. But they're gonna have to get me to Wasby. fasten seatbelt signs on. Stereo cockpit is going live, and landing lights are on. Nose lights are on.
Skywest 5749, descend via Rud 3 Saucy transition for the ILS runway 1 right approach into Kansas City via Saucy altimeter 3008.
Descend via Rud 3 Saucy transition for the ILS runway 1 right approach into Kansas City via Saucy. Altimeter 3008, Skywest 5749.
All right, 12,000, and let's see, are we held here for a minute? It's possible. Actually, 7,000. We do have a hold on at or above. It's 7,000. It looks like we got a transition turn coming here. Okay. And I do say this: the what they have done in Xplane with the illumination, the lighting, I think I do not. When I compare it to some of the other flight sims, and I'll just leave it at that, this looks more realistic. It has a much more realistic feel, and I'm going to stick to that. And I think it. I'm not just saying that because I got a lot of money in Xplane in planes, and I'm not just saying it for that reason. I'm saying it does really look good, and I think I'd prefer Xplane. And I will say this: if you're a Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 guy, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Preference. It's just like preference. I'm a preacher, so you get a preacher pilot. So I'm a preacher, and certain people like church certain ways, and there's been small graves dug over people's preferences at moments. But when it comes, I think it's the same with Microsoft and Xplane. You can make the argument about physics and different things, but the bottom line is, if you're comfortable with Microsoft Flight Sim and that's what you like, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I don't know what airport that is. We're in the KC area. rate Fakir. We're hitting Fakir transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and are beginning our approach to Kansas City International Airport. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to their seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good deal. Gotta go, gotta hold it. By Southwest out there. So Traffic Global is active, and here's just, let me show you, I love Traffic Global, but it all depends on the flight and the resources it's taking. So here's Traffic Global. Well, let me go to plugins and to plugin admin, and it will show you a rough idea of who's eating resources and who's not. So Traffic Global here. See, that's you know, it's 4 point frames per the FPS rate. You see it, the frames. So it's working there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Kansas City. At this time, please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. We ask that you return your tray tables to their upright position and ensure your seat backs are also upright. Please fasten your seat belts. The weather in Kansas City is looking pleasant, and our assigned gate is Terminal 1 B58. Thank you for your cooperation.
Beautiful, beautiful weather. What's below us? Yeah, where am I? So we're 2 miles from home and followed by Brisket, but then we should be transitioning to Wasby. Wasby is our next one, and he's going to try to give us a vector, but I think the direction we're heading should be the same as the vector. Wow, it's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
SkyWest 5749, descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Cleared for the ILS runway 1 right approach via Saukey, altimeter 3008.
Descend and maintain 3,000. Cleared ILS runway 1 right via Saukey, altimeter 3008, SkyWest 5749.
I see where Soggy is. I would prefer to start somewhere else. I'm going to say JC. Okay. So I'm going to tell it take me to JC. And we're descending to 3,000. going to have to intervene. There's the airport over here. Nice airport, by the way, Kansas City. It's not custom. It's not custom scenery or anything. It's just nice. Beautiful. So we're starting out at JC. JC is like the equivalent of our downwind. And then we're going to be making the turn to base and then swing out to final. We're in great shape on our what I just did is I went back to flight path. VNAV. I went back to VNAV and I'm going to let it kind of help manage me down. There's no reason it can't. We're in good shape there. Yeah, that's good. It's good shape. We're currently at flaps 4 right now, and we're about to even out here.
SkyWest 5749, contact Kansas City Tower on 128.2.
Switching to Kansas City Tower on 128.2, SkyWest 5749.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Kansas City Tower, SkyWest 5749. Dallas, good evening. Established on the ILS runway 1 right approach.
SkyWest 5749, Kansas City Tower, roger. SkyWest 5749, Kansas City Tower, wind 010 at 6. Runway 1 right, cleared to land.
Runway 1 right, cleared to land. SkyWest 5749.
Alright, it looks like we're in good shape. We're lined up, the localizer's lining us up for approach. I don't know where I am right now. Where am I? That's kind of a neat view. Okay. Trying to decide if I'm satisfied with my approach speed at 138. I think I am. I think I'm fine. Okay. We got company somewhere.
Throttle. Throttle.
Throttle's mine.
$500. Approaching minimums.
Autopilot.
Aircraft's mine.
Minimum 200. Minimums. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Skywest 5749, contact ground on 121.8.
Switching to ground on 121. Kansas City ground, Skywest 5749, Sol, good evening, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate. Kansas City ground, Skywest 5749, Sol, good evening, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
Parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign.
Kansas City ground,
This will be your one and
Terminal
only
1 gate
indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the
Kilo,
cabin.
Juliet Delta Bravo Mike 3. Good
Please
day.
be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted
Bravo
during
58
landing.
via Echo 2, Foxtrot Kilo
You may now
Juliet
use your
Delta
mobile
Bravo Mike
phones
3.
and other handheld
Skywest
electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas City.
We invite you to
Did you
visit
know that
delta.com
Kansas
for all your
City is
future travel
famous for its
needs,
jazz
including
heritage
checking in
and
for a flight
delicious barbecue?
and managing your SkyMiles
Thank
account.
you for flying with SkyWest Airlines. Please remain seated until we
If any of
reach
you
our
should have
final
questions
parking
regarding
position.
ground transportation, baggage
On behalf
claim,
of Captain Steve Good, First Officer
or
Brian
any other
Song,
information, a
and
uniformed
the
Delta
entire
agent
crew,
meeting this flight will
we
be more
wish
than
you
happy
a
to answer any
pleasant stay.
questions you may have.
The local time here is 5:11 p.m.
On behalf of Delta Sky
If you
team,
have a
our global
connection,
partners, and
please
flight crew,
take note of the following.
we'd like to thank you all for flying
Flight
with us.
230
We've enjoyed having you on board and look
departing
forward
at
to the opportunity to serve you
6:15
once again.
from Gate A12.
Thank
And
you so
flight
much and have a wonderful
350
evening.
to Denver, departing at 6:30 p.m. from Gate
Flight attendants, prepare
B20.
doors for arrival, please. Car check and all call.
Not real happy with that landing. Could have been better. Could have done better. Let's just put it that way. Could have been. But the bounce, like I almost that little bounce at the end. That's not good. and we're going to go back and watch that. Is it really that big of a drive? I mean, just to get to the gate, it's just like an awfully long ride, long drive. Okay, we're gonna stop here for a minute. I want to make sure I've got my bearings, and we'll check the map too. Okay, we're good. SkyWest 5749 requesting progressive taxi to the gate. Let's see what he says. I don't need it, but
SkyWest 5749, turning on taxi path for you to Terminal 1 Gate B58 via Juliet Delta Bravo Mike 3. it wasn't just me. That's a long way just to get to the gate. No, this is a lot of southwest. I feel like I'm like in enemy territory. Is there another side to the gate? Is there two sides? Let me see. There is. SkyWest 5749. What is our gate number? Yeah, we're I'm trying to go to the right spot. I'm assuming Kansas City is a big SkyWest hub. Okay.
November 603 Charlie Zulu, Kansas City INTL ground. Wind 017 at 4 knots. Active departure runway 19L.
Okay, GPU. And we're on ground power now. Engines off. Flight, yeah, that was, so I did have 488 feet per minute. Not great, but let's see how it rated me. Yeah, it's not great, not good. Always get knocked off for this. Okay, but we had a good departure, climb, and landing. Overall good. Okay. Let's go back and watch a replay. Just curious, but yeah, that was not the. I porpoised. I feel like it just not good. Okay. Okay, we're toggling replay. Let's go back. looks good here, doesn't it? All right, man. I will see y'all on the next flight. All right.